guys and girls, welcome to Mandarin Indoor for the Peel Division 1 final. I've got Damien Baldock here with me. And we got Peel Panthers versus Sands Blue tonight, which will be a very interesting game.
Hi mate, how you doing?
Yeah, not too bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm excited for this game. I think it's going to be a really good game. We got plenty of class plays on both sides. So I reckon this is going to be a ripper contest.
Yeah, it should be. From the previous fixtures, it seemed pretty close. So Peel Panthers are definitely probably the better side for the season, though.
Yeah, they only lost one game to the Gorillas at the end of the year. Other than that, they've gotten close a couple of times, but they've been pretty hard to beat. They've got quality plays basically in every line. So very hard.
So if anyone doesn't know the format down here, we play two doubles game first, and then it'll be five rounds of 5 singles. But in the grand final, it'll be first to 14. So
They're just organising some referees and shaking everyone's hand and getting everything ready now. A little bit of cricket going on in the background as well.
So on table 2 on the right, it looks like it's Jeremy Bauer and Hayden playing Alan and Ben. And on the left-hand side, it'll be Steve Hale and Colin Stables versus Darren Morris and Andy Bell.
If anyone wants to follow this, it is on Poolstat as well. We are going live, so.
Looks like Ben Doherty's taking yellows on the right-hand side.
Got a couple of problems here. If they're going to take them, they've got a couple of problems. Obviously, the red and the yellow real close to the pocket. How they're going to get that out. Obviously, the blacks is in a pretty compromising decision as well.
I think he's going to look at covering that bottom right hand on the screen eventually.
Yep. No.
Going to take the plant first from the looks of it.
There we go. Oh, and that's okay. He's pushed that one out. Well, on the other table, you've got Steve and Colin deciding what's going on. Very tactical plays, these two. Always trying to think 3 or 4 or 5 shots in front, what they're going to do, where it's going to go.
Yeah, we got Steve who's also going away with the WA Masters playing as well, so definitely got the experience there.
And it's good to see Michelle, the vice captain of the WA women's team, also. She's adjudicating, which is great to see. So, both Panthers at the table. Oh, that was a horrible shot, Steve. I don't know what he did there. Warming up, maybe. Warming up. Getting loose.
We definitely got the blue, one of the loudest teams.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, we're sitting right behind their cheer squad, so at any stage, if you can't hear us, that's probably why.
It's a very good shot by Alan there, taking control of that pocket.
So we got touching ball on the yellow. It's a good shot by Jeremy. At least he tied up that pocket. think this first game on the Ben's table is going to be a bit of a tie up here. Looks to be going that way. I don't think Darren Morris and Andy Bell will want to tie anything up. They're very good potters. I think they will try and play to that strength. Steve's just looking at seeing what his options are here. I think he's looking at how potable these balls are. I think he actually might be looking at the out here. Yeah, everything's in a pretty open spot, but he just needs to get around.
Yellows definitely look like an out there. Knowing Steve, he'll probably try and do it though.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. Everything seems to be kind of open. If he can just play these shots with the right white ball control, he can just go out here, and that's probably what he's going to try. Well, wants the cross, can't quite get over the table.
If he can hold for the one under the black here, it's probably the best.
Yeah, I think that's got to be the next maybe shot, because he has got just to open that black up for his next shot. Oh no, he's played the safety. Maybe
he's decided to cover.
Yeah, maybe he doesn't think he can do it. I suppose when you're playing people like Andy Bell and Darren Morris, you just play the safer shots, I suppose, when they come up.
That one on the right hand side table is definitely a defensive game.
Yeah, absolutely. I think they'll try and tie that up. They wouldn't want to be giving Jeremy and Hayden a look at potting, because they're quite good potters. That's a great shot by Andy Bell. He's effectively covered that yellow to the middle pocket, really, on the left table.
It's a risky shot by Allen on the right hand table. Open up that pocket.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe he was thinking the yellow was going to push into the pocket a bit more and get in front of one of them reds. Unfortunately, he hasn't left himself another shot.
That's not a bad shot by Colin on the left. He's opened up those yellows now.
Yeah, and he's left a pretty good white on the bottom rail. That's a hard shot for anyone.
One good shot here though. They're all those reds are on though.
Or black ball, middle pocket. Oh, risky. Very risky. Wow.
I wouldn't be surprised if Jeremy has a go here now.
I think it all comes down to the balls in that bottom pocket. They really need to be able to get past that yellow. He might even look at the safety playing the white ball and then push the white under when hit the reds in towards the pocket.
Here he is playing.
He's going to play the plant now.
No, he has played a safety.
That's a good shot.
A really good shot.
Bit of a shout out to Chris Page, sitting at home watching the live stream, drinking a Stella's with his feet up.
On the TV as well.
Yeah, big TV, that's good, mate. Nice. So Darren looks like he thinks he has an opportunity here to just take the game away. Ben's gone for the safety again on the right table. So you think the smarter shot here was to try and open up one of your reds from that top left-hand corner. Hayden's looking around what he can do, but
it doesn't really look like he's actually going to open up that red at the moment.
Well, they're in a good spot with that bottom corner. as long as they stay in a good spot, that would be the way to go. But
Looks like Darren's clearing up on the left-hand side
geez,
table.
that's a risky shot. I reckon that that might go. Oh. Well, this has really opened the game up here for the Panthers.
All about white ball position now on the left.
Well, look, I 100% reckon he's going to... I think the way to go for Steve would be probably just to push this somewhere and look for the snooker behind the black. Because...
if he gets the white ball position, it's fine.
Yeah, I 100% think that's their plan. They won't take any unnecessary risks, and they'll always play for the two shots if they've got the opportunity to. I think trying to play this for the out would be, when everything was open, a little bit different, but yeah.
He'll just run this one across the top rail.
Yeah, this
Leave the one up the top.
This will be the shot that they use to use the safety here. So
yeah, exactly where that yellow is on the top rail is right behind the black. So
you might even go a little bit further across, so they has to come that side, the other side of it.
No, he's
fine. He's staying where it is. That's a good shot. Safety. Oh, great shot by Jeremy. Again, they're looking for that two shots so they can open up that ball at the top of the table on the red and yellow. They really need to open that up. So
it looks like it's a pretty hard safety here for Ben, though. Definitely with that ball covering the pocket down the bottom left.
I think it's a bit of a try and get it out behind the red and give it a bit of spin to try and just hit that corner. Yep.
It's a great effort.
Yeah, there we go. And he's left it in a good position too. Oh, Andy Bell. At least he hit it, but unfortunately he's just pushed it up behind one of the Panthers' yellows in the top pocket. So, yeah. Sitting tough at the moment. Looks like they're just going to play for potting this one.
I don't know if that's the best shot from Colin there.
I think their aim was to play for the safety next, so he just wanted to pop the ball to get the white into a better shot for himself. It doesn't look like it's an overly better shot, but I think he maybe wanted it a bit more across.
That's a great safety by
Hayden.
Hayden on the
That's
right.
a great shot, Hayden.
Another really tricky out.
Yeah, so maybe not so much the safety, but just a really awkward shot. I'm really surprised at that. I thought he would really make sure that he didn't have a shot at that red. Oh,
There's a
Darren Morris flirting with the
Jeremy's got
pocket
two
again.
visits on the right-hand table now as well. So he'll look at opening up that red up the top shortly.
He'd probably use the one in the middle straight away. See what he can do here.
Yeah, I reckon he'll probably open it up now.
Yeah. You never want to waste a shot on trying to open up a ball, but maybe he doesn't think he can do it.
Well, he opens this up, leaves the red pretty much where it is. And now all the reds are on now, so...
True.
Steve just going about his business on the left-hand side. Shouldn't see him making too many mistakes.
That's a good shot. So Steve looks like he should have the out here. Jeremy working his way towards the last. Oh, Jesus. Did not move that white ball. Hit it really full and it just stopped dead in its tracks. So this is a risky shot now, because if he leaves anything, The Sands Blue can probably quite easily pot this red, so it's a risky shot either way. Oof, that hurts. Oh, and off the jaw, but got the lucky
Yeah, he does
snooker.
have the lucky snooker here.
So in the Pill League, we call that a Colin special. Colin Staples is known to have some luck on the table. Might not pot a ball here and there, but the white ball will go around and knock something else in, or he'll come off a couple of rails and knock a ball in. The Colin special, we call it. And he got it again today.
I wouldn't see Jeremy going too much wrong here. Pretty easy run out for a player of his standards. So.
Well, that's the thing. If he wants this out, he has to give it a bit. Oh, Andy Bell wants to go around this black. Oh, what a great effort.
That's a great effort.
Great effort. And that shot from Jeremy's, it's a great shot from Jeremy. So if you can hear that in the background, that's the second division grand final going off. The Sharks versus the Mongrels.
That one should be a very close game. It's been pretty close with those two teams all season as well. So
yeah,
wouldn't be surprised if that goes hill.
Jeremy last red, and probably for the win. And banged it in.
Last red.
That's a great shot. Jeremy Bauer's been a fantastic addition to this team from last year. Well done, Jeremy Bauer. Great out.
Peel Panthers 1-0 up.
That's a good shot by Colin. He's left the white ball probably right on the
very good white.
Right on the dead straight shot with this red, which means he really can't cut it in. It's almost impossible, you'd say. But hey, Darren Morris. This guy can do anything he puts his mind to it, so let's see what he's going to do here. Nice and soft. Just played for the safety, I suppose. Try and get the red off the rail a bit. Leave the shot to Steve.
Very good safety. White's going to trouble a bit here if Steve goes to the pot. So.
Yeah. Look, to be honest, I think the shot I would be looking to play is the cut back up towards that top pocket. You've got a big pocket now.
Up and down double.
You've got a big pocket now with that red sitting there.
I think that's what Steve's looking at now.
It's definitely becomes more of a 9-ball table when it's a ball like this. You just have to get it in the right area and it will go in. Oh, he's hit it too thin.
And it has left Andy Bell an angle
on
here
that one.
Where's
the one on that one?
In.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Andy Bell, another one of the quality players down here in Peel Pool. Doesn't really worry about trying to play Country Week or any of the state trials or anything. Just plays down here. But he's quality, real quality. Wow, look at that. Look at that. So Darren and Andy still just a little bit of taunting each other.
Takes it a 1-1.
Yeah, great games.
Should be a very good final, this one.
I think in them two doubles games, it sets you up to what to expect for the rest of the night.
So now the two doubles are done, we're into the singles. So first up we've got Hayden Shaw and Andy Bell, and on the other table we've got Jeremy Bauer and Mark Selvage. Two very good games. Looking forward to seeing Jeremy and Mark play. Mark has probably one of the most solid players down at Pilpool. Has a very good snooker background as well. It's a big break on the right hand table. I think yellows are probably the ball, but there's no real easy opener on either ball. It's a great starter. See, the two Sands players are on the yellow balls here. It's a great shot by Andy Bell.
Sorry about that. Helping someone else.
Yeah, so both Sands boys are on yellows here. Mutt's kind of gone out of position off his first ball.
Yeah, it's a smart shot. Just trying to play the percentages. Push the yellow over the pocket. Push the red up the rail a bit.
And Andy's covered that top left pocket from Hayden.
Oh, I wasn't sure what he was trying then. He's hasn't really moved his balls away from the pocket. Yeah, that's a great shot by Andy. Andy Bell's quality shot.
Well. If he can land on that one on the top right, he can clear that red out off that ball anyway to open up that pocket for the other yellow anyway.
Oh Jesus!
Just like that.
Yeah. He's such a good player, Andy Bell. I'm surprised he hasn't tried out for any state trials, or he hasn't done anything with Country Week. He just rocks up on Tuesdays and plays his ball and goes home. Well, he didn't like the shot, but
I think he tried to get rid of that red.
Yeah, it's not terrible. He can still cut the yellow across, and he's got it over the pocket. So just don't hit it too hard.
Well, I think that's going to be close.
Yeah.
He's got down pretty well.
Yeah. Question is, yeah, that's a good shot.
Getting out for the black was always going to be the hard bit there.
Yeah. Now Hayden's up a creek here without a paddle a little bit, and let's just see what he can do here. He's probably going to be looking at.
Yeah, I think he's going to play the one bottom rail. Try and cover the.
He's definitely going to be looking for a snooker of some sort. Make Andy give him two shots.
It's a very good safety there. The amount of work Andy Bell puts on the white ball, though, I wouldn't be surprised if he gets out of this.
That's why he's so hard to play. Even if you do give him a snooker, he can normally get out. But that's a good shot. Just playing the percentages, pushing all the reds to the pocket that's covered. Jeremy on the other side, just trying to open up one of his balls. That's a good shot. Not too bad.
Always looking forward to watching Mark and Jeremy play each other. Both pretty solid players in this league.
So Aiden has his 2 shots, just trying to play his percentages now. And Mark on the other table looks like he's going to maybe take a couple of balls out and see what he's left with here, because
I think he'd have a go here. If he can get the top side of those tables, both yellows go in both middles.
well, look, if he gets the white ball at the top, he can definitely have a crack at that. That's a good shot by Hayden,
I
but
think he's going to do it off this ball now, from what he's looking at.
it's not a bad shot by Hayden. But I think that yellow still goes. Knowing Andy, he'll probably bring it all the way down and try and play it in the middle.
Yeah, Andy will definitely have a go here. He's even looking at it.
Probably trying to get under that red, maybe. He's got to be careful. If he's going to place in the middle, he might clip the black. Oh, he's played under. Oh, no. Well, he definitely wanted the out. Oh, he's went up the table. Gee, that's a risky shot. That's a hard one.
Jeremy will definitely have a look at going out here. His toughest balls on the one he's looking at now. That top red. I think Hayden's going to be probably looking for another safety here after missing one of his first balls.
So it's a good shot by Jeremy to get that white in under the red. Not sure if he was trying to hit the yellow or not, but
he's definitely looking at getting on that ball early, because that's his toughest ball.
Yeah.
He'll just roll this one into the corner, then roll into the middle.
I think he's got to be careful. If he rolls it in this red into the top corner, he'll end up losing the white ball here a bit, and he might end up.
Yeah, he's digging into it, so he's trying to screw back into the rail.
That's a great shot.
Great angle to come down the table as well.
Yeah, really had to give it that backspin. Otherwise, he would have ended up too high. Probably would have been covered by the yellow. Would have been super hard after that.
Hayden's come up with a pretty good safety here on the other table as well.
No. And he's definitely had a crack. Hayden left with a table full of reds. But if he plays it right, they're all open.
Just getting the position on the one bottom of the red.
Yep. Bottom of the black. Yep. But like I said, if he can get to the right position, it's a pretty easy shot to either the middle or the corner.
Probably just look at clearing the top of the table first here.
That's a good shot. Always. Just hopefully hasn't covered both these balls half by that one in the red.
Jeremy
One in the
does not
first
want
one.
to land straight here. Yeah, that's a good shot there. Just so he can screw back middle of the table.
Straight through the middle. Look at that.
Yeah, Hayden should be taking the top ball here.
It's good. Good shot by Jeremy. Pretty controlled as well.
Nice easy tap in on the black pretty much.
And bangs it in. Let's just watch the rest of this Hayden frame. Coming up next, we got Steve Hale and Alan Kukura, or Cooker.
Yeah, Hayden's come quite far down here. He's got to look at his angles.
Mongrels obviously won again. Hayden's coming around. Yeah, that's a pretty good shot. He's left himself a pretty good angle. He can probably go to the bottom under this red and black, and then look at potting the red in the middle, roll it through, or stun it across, and either go either one of the middle pockets again or into the corner, however he feels comfortable playing it. But it's all there. He just needs to do it now.
Depends how straight he is on this ball as well. It looks like he's pretty straight, so he's screwing back.
Yeah, there we go. So that's the shot. Now he plays this straight to the middle. He just rolls past it, past the black. He can put the black back in that corner pocket. Yeah, it's a good shot.
It's a good shot. Hayden finished off the season quite well. Actually finished in the top 5 of the stats, which was good. Good to see you for a new player in Pool Association as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Panthers have jumped out. First 2 frames of the singles. Quality games, but a few mistakes here and there, but it's bound to happen. So on this other table, Steve Hale and Cooker. Steve at the table at the moment.
On the other table, we got coming up two of the more experienced players in the association as well, with Keithy Carter and Darren Morris.
This will be a phenomenal game.
When Darren's on, he's pretty close to unbeatable.
And I would almost say the same with Keith. He's one of them players that if you give him that smallest gap, he'll find a way to get through it. Or
Keith's probably one of the most attacking players I've seen in the association as well. If he doesn't really have to play safety, he won't. He likes having a go, really.
So he just missed out on the Masters team this year. He was right behind Steve Hale. Someone dropped out of the Masters team and Steve got the call up, so I think Keithy's off to Bali with a few very soon.
It's good to see the association actually have 6 representatives in the for the state teams as well, over the ladies, masters and men's.
Yeah, it just shows you how strong the competition down here is. That's a good shot by Cooker. Didn't really matter what he did with the red he hit, but as long as he got the other red and knocked it over the pocket, covered that black, it's really smart.
Yeah, Darren's just trying to tie up the black a bit here.
Yeah. He's probably thinking the same as you. Keith is attacking player, let him do it and let him make the mistakes.
As you can probably see with this shot, he's probably going to get most of his yellows out in this one shot. Yeah, it's not a bad shot by Keith there. All we can hear in the background is the mongrels celebrating every frame.
Yeah, they do go loud. Oh, we've got a bit of a grey head in front of us. That's thanks to Peter Christie, the old spider. Okay, Darren on reds, looking at maybe playing to this middle. Nice and soft, yep, just squeezes that through.
He'll probably try and look at getting down on the bottom red here and take control of the bottom left pocket. Keith needs that pocket at the moment, try and get back into the game.
I think it's a really tough shot with what he's left with at the moment. It looks like he's almost dead straight on this red to the middle.
Yeah, I don't even think he's on it.
What's the next shot?
Yeah.
Trying to play the other red towards the corner. Looks like it. No. Just trying to kill a few yellows maybe.
Yeah.
Just tie it up a little bit more.
Not actually that bad of a shot. If that yellow goes into the middle under the black. No,
Looking at it.
Doesn't.
This one here he's looking at, or are you talking about the one red and yellow to touching?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's a good shot by Keithy. It's a terrible shirt what Cooker's wearing today. Terrible shirt. Don't hide the fact that I'm not a West Coast fan at all. But I digress.
You being a Dockers fan and all. At least they win one thing this season. It's not a bad shot by Keithy there. He's still got the problem with the yellow next to the black though.
He might look at maybe just putting the yellow in the pocket here, or maybe he's got a plan to try and get this yellow out. There it is.
Just going to cover up there.
Yeah. As long as he had that yellow, the white ball go under them two reds, so Darren couldn't try and use one of them reds to open up the other yellow. Not a lot on offer here for Darren. Doesn't really want to open up this red, black, yellow combination. Maybe just play the white to the top of the table. Yeah, it's a good shot. Not a lot else he could have really done. You start flirting with opening up balls you don't want to open up. You got to leave it as hard as for your opponent.
If Key can get an angle
as possible here.
He can open up that ball anyway.
Oh, he hasn't tried. He's probably just as worried about opening up the balls for him as Darren is the other way around. Both quality players, both can
Not a bad
pot.
shot by Cooker on the left either. It's taking control of that bottom right pocket.
I still think there's a sneaky gap in the bottom if you can find a way to get it down the bottom here. Play one of them reds under it. I think there's a sneaky gap. Oh yeah, I think he's just knocked in the L, unfortunately. So, Keithy Carter, 2 shots. Wants a timeout. Steve's playing his shot. Steve's probably finished a big day of moving with his moving business, Mandra Mover.
I think Steve's looking at taking the plant on into the middle. He's on yellows, so
Gee, that's a crazy shot.
I don't think he's got much else than that. It's pretty hard safety. Yeah, he has taken it on.
Yeah, well, he's
killed a red.
very much undercut it, but he has killed a red, and that's valuable in this.
Both of those reds on the right hand side of the table don't go to the middle.
Cook will just run this down the rail. Just try and play this. Yeah. He's potted it. Wow, that's a great shot.
And he's got the big pocket now.
Had a bit of a 9-ball table there about it. It rolled and hit the rail halfway down, and it still dropped in. That's a great shot by Keith.
Shot by Cooker as well. I think as long as Alan gets the right angle here, the plant's going to be his last balls. He needs the right angle to make sure he's actually back on after he hits the plant.
Oh.
Not too bad there.
So Darren's now at the table thinking, what can I do here? What are the options? He's definitely looking at. I think he's definitely looking at that bottom pocket. Can he get a red in there or not?
The hardest ball on the left hand side now is the black.
Well, you'd think he'd just fine cut it a bit and put a bit of left on it and get it to run across the other side of the table and then come all the way to the back behind it. Oh, that's into the middle, and that's loss of frame.
Should be loss of frame.
And they're not going to call that.
It's going to be loss of frame anyway. All the yellows are out.
Yeah, well, look, it's happened a few times this year. Definitely, if you know you're going to pot the white, and it's just an instinct to grab the ball off the table and give it to the adjudicator. Unfortunately, it is a loss of frame. and what we've been playing all year down here. Oh. Used his first. Steve's still got one more.
Yeah, that yellow hasn't landed pretty for Steve though. He's pretty much going to have to try and land on the bottom rail.
Oh. Jeez, he's left himself a bit of a hard.
Yeah, the white's going to be running here.
I don't think that's going to matter too much. He's not going to hit it hard. If anything, it will run away from the black, which will set him up in the corner pocket. But it's just the where his hand placement is at the moment. Right over a red.
It's a great shot.
Yeah, it's a good shot. Well done.
Keith Carter for a black ball here to go 4-1 up.
That's the shot, buddy.
Steve's left himself a pretty good black as well. Steve does have to be careful here. He is playing down the rail with the angling into the pocket. If you hit this too hard, it will draw out. Clip the jaw on the left, it can bounce out. You still got to make sure of these ones. Yeah, it's a good shot.
Panthers
all right,
5-1 lead.
5-1 lead. Well, I know the Panthers always start well, but I didn't expect a 5-1 lead against the Blue tonight. I thought the Blue would come out a lot stronger. But the good news is for the Blue, it's only the first round. They've got plenty to go.
They've probably got their player in probably the better format coming in now with Ben Doherty.
Yeah, I'm
playing against Colin. Colin will probably try and tie him up here.
Yeah,
Ben's a pretty free-throwing player, so
yeah. Colin can definitely pot when he wants to, but I don't think he likes putting that pressure on him. He will definitely try and play the safeties and block the pockets when need be. So.
Nothing's going up so anyone else can tell.
on the other table we got Jeremy Bauer back up.
Yep. Unless there's a sub, he'll be playing Alan Kokora in that terrible shirt.
Peel Panthers got a pretty handy sub as well.
All right, looks like Cooker's up next.
Yeah, no, Peel Panthers have a very handy sub as well with Tom Marchant.
Yeah, and I think that's the depth of them. They have quality players everywhere. But you never know with the Sands Blue. They've got the super sub of Johnny Nixon, the captain.
Yeah,
he's been
anything can happen when he's at the table.
He's been an amazing sub the last few weeks and probably most of the year as well. So. Here we go. So Cole's dropped the white, unfortunately. But Cooker's dropped a couple of yellow, or at least a yellow. Or a couple yellows.
So Colin's gone in off the break here.
And that's bad news for him because Ben is a really, really strong player.
Ben's definitely looking at reds. Reds definitely are all on.
Yeah.
Just that one on the right hand side, really.
Oh. Maybe first game he's a bit rusty here on. Maybe he's trying to cheat the pocket a bit to try and move the white where he wanted it. I don't know. But he's left the door open here for Cole to choose what he wants. And it looks like he'll take the reds.
Yellows are not too bad. They just don't link that well.
Yeah, look, yellows are definitely not terrible. You've got a bit of a clump at the top of the table, but
Yeah,
if you get above them, they're definitely easy to
Bottom
pot
yellow
out.
definitely goes into the middle.
Yeah, it's a great shot by Jeremy.
just queuing so well lately.
Colin playing up the table. Gee, that's a big
Overcut
miss.
that by a
Big
bit.
miss. You can see by Colin's face he wasn't overly happy about that.
I think Jeremy's going to try and get down on the bottom of the table off this ball. Make sure he doesn't go into those two reds. It's a great shot. Exactly what he wanted there. Let's get in those two yellows.
That's a great shot.
Now he's on his hard ball now. The one next to the black.
Has he got a shot at playing it to the top corner pocket?
He does.
Oh, he's got to be careful, but he's going to run into the black when he hits it. And the biggest...
I think he's just going to screw straight back. 'Cause
Hey,
He's looking at landing on the one that's to the right of the white now.
yeah, well, he'd have to give it a bit of screw because then black in... Yeah, that's
It's a great
good.
shot.
I thought it was more angle. It looked like it was a little bit more angle, like the yellow, the white was going to push towards the black, but
I think he would have liked to
pretty
come
straight.
down probably half a foot further.
that's not too bad. He can definitely run the white to the bottom, or he can bring it back up. Depends
Probably
on
going to be looking at running to the bottom here.
try and get that bottom yellow out the way.
Yeah, get the bottom right ball.
That's a good effort by Ben. He might have just left himself a little bit too tight there.
I think he's left himself angled to get into those two yellows that are. As long as he's not too straight. If he's straight, he just stuns and plays into the middle anyway. So
Yeah. Probably just nice and soft and let it roll. Maybe an inch or so. Oh, he's pumped it. He wants to open him up. Risky.
all the reds are definitely there now. I wouldn't be surprised if Colin takes the one next to the black on the right hand side of the black first.
No, I think he'll there we go.
He's got angle for it.
Yeah, shot Jeremy. He's playing the right shots now, Jeremy. He's
Yeah, the thing with Jeremy is he maps out the table as soon as he gets down. Like his first visit, he'll map out the out.
ooh, just
Definitely didn't go in the middle.
use the pocket a little bit there with Cole. Just a bit cheeky, but as long as it goes in, that's all that matters. You'll notice all night tonight. Some of you might be aware, some of you might not. Colin doesn't keep chalk on him. Colin will keep chalk away from the table, and he'll walk away. He'll chalk up, and he'll come back. Gives him time to think about things, and it's just
Pretty much just make sure he slows down his play.
yep. And that's a smart thing to do. Stops people from rushing. That's
Jeremy, you just roll this in, come back up a little bit. Nice easy black in the middle.
he's going to call
Probably-
time here. Yep.
He's probably ran it a bit further than what he wanted to.
Simple over the middle bag.
You get a safe white here.
Yeah.
Either way.
So what's Colin gonna? He's gonna.
Taking the one next to the black on the right hand side.
What's he gonna do with the white for the next shot? But
He'll take the next one next to the black as well. And
yep. Come back up for the middle.
depending on what angle. Yeah, come back in and play into the left middle probably. The Panthers are on fire at the moment.
Very hard to stop Panthers when they're on a roll. Momentum is their friend at the moment.
Sands are the same team. If they get on a roll, the score's going to become very close.
So Cole just playing this one to the bottom, giving a bit, trying to come back up for the middle. That's a good shot.
I think he's going to be playing the black into the middle pocket here.
Yeah,
Probably the other middle.
and I don't think that's going to phase him too much. Like I said earlier on, he's probably more of a strategist more than a potter, but he's still a quality potter, and you can't give him too many chances. I don't think he likes the roll in here. He might be looking to come. Yeah, There we go. Didn't want to play that middle pocket. Wanted to come back.
Going to have a very, very good game on the left-hand table. Steve Hale and Darren Morris.
Yep. Oh. Oh.
It's getting very close to that yellow.
Wowzers. Wow, so that's 7-1. That's a crazy scoreline, you'd think.
Sands boys are going to have to start stringing frames together. I'd be looking at Johnny Nixon probably making a sub shortly.
Well, if he doesn't, he might not get a game.
I wouldn't expect Steve Hale to make many subs. Tom's usually pretty happy if they're flowing.
Yeah, well, how do you sub out anyone from a team that's winning? You know, I know Tom probably wants to play, but it's a hard question as a captain. You can't say, hey, look, just take a seat. You've won all your games. You've been playing great, but
Definitely
you
when
know,
they haven't
doesn't
got
work that
a
way.
singles frame yet, so.
No, not at all. Steve on reds, just looking how he can try and probably break up them two reds in the middle of the table. They're probably the two issues he's going to have.
He'll probably look at try covering up here.
Yeah, I think he's pushed, in bringing the white ball back, I think he might have pushed the red too far back, so he might have to play the plant or just maybe play off the other red to take the corner pocket. Yeah, I'd be careful. That's just. He has
clearly a foul break on the other table. Only 4 balls hit.
Oof.
And it was only just.
Benny opening up the table here.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I wouldn't be surprised if Ben takes that one on the bottom rail and just covers up here. Yellows aren't gonna.
Well, his biggest issue is going to be the black, and the problem is if he's gonna play this bottom one and then start taking the balls towards the top of the table, he needs to use one straight away to get that black open, and that's dangerous.
Yeah,
so
it's a very good shot.
Yeah, that's probably the smarter shot. Your balls are all open, but the black's not. It's so risky against the Panthers.
Darren's opened up that bottom right pocket.
Must say, Darren's got a great shirt. Bomboro Board Riders Club on the front, BBC. Quality as always. So Keithy's just trying to keep that pocket open. That's where all these yellows are. And he's basically said to Ben, if you think you can go out, have a crack, mate.
I think Darren's going to probably play the double here and try and open up that bottom right. Oh. Great effort.
Just needed to clip that red. Just needed to clip it. And he just didn't. It was unlucky. I honestly think that's been a bit of the tail of the tape for the Blue this year. They've played so well all year. And just in a couple of frames here and there, one in key moments when they need to win the frame, they just miss the shot they're playing or miss the leave by half an inch. It's been a bit of the tail of the tape. They're all quality players, but they've been so close this year with a lot of their games.
Yeah, you definitely can't do it against a team like Peel Panthers. They've punished nearly every team this year. Any mistakes.
So he's going to have to play this plant now. The two balls together.
This one here is the black. Once he opens it up, like the black's not open at all.
We could. Oh, geez, Keith. It's a shock and miss for his standards. Yeah. Steve's the type of player that it wouldn't surprise me if he banged this in the corner pocket and used the white to open up the black here. He just.
Yeah, but I think he's going straight into that yellow that's above those reds. Yeah. So that's going to be the hard thing. He's probably going to take the bottom one here and try and top into the black and knock it out. And use the black to hold for that red.
It's a quality shot by Keith to try and keep the snooker on, but he has left a red open, and unfortunately Steve has tried to open up the black, but he's just snooking himself big time. Yeah, good effort, Ben, there, just to leave hard shots.
Yeah, it's a tough one to get out for Steve here. Bit of traffic.
To be honest, I think it's one of them things where if you can't play to hit your red, it's one of them shots where you just kind of have to leave it in a shot where he has to waste a shot because it's just so hard.
I don't think you can do that against Darren. Not with the yellows the way they are.
He just has to hit the red button. There we go. Okay, well, at least he's hit the red. You can't give Darren Morris 2 shots and leave everything open. If you're going to give him 2 shots, you need to make sure he's wasting 1.
All these yellows are on. If he gets anywhere near the middle of the table here, that inside yellow goes into the corner. Yeah, that's a great shot. The inside yellow goes into the corner here, which will open up the other one. He'll just screw back slightly here.
And Keith on the other tables basically got the same similar leave on the table. It's yellows and they're all open.
Too much going wrong with Darren here.
Ah.
It's a great shot. Not so of Darren's capability.
That's a good shot by Keith. Trying to hold that wide up for the next one. Alright. The blue. Oh, there we go. They're getting loud.
Great shot by Keithy. Just a roll into the middle here for Keithy Carter.
Well, the blue are finally on the board with a singles win.
And they've woken up now.
Unfortunately, they're 8 down. So,
yeah, 8-2 down. It's still a big hill to climb.
and as anyone on the Panthers, anyone on the Blues team would be going, come on boys, there's only 12 more to go. We've got this. That's how they should be looking at it.
You got 2 of the more experienced heads coming up for the Blue as well, so
Yeah. I think it's important now with them so far behind. Don't focus on the leaderboard. Don't focus on how many games you've won or lost. Focus on every game and just winning that one game next. I think if you walk up to the next game and you know that you're 8-2 down, it just gets in your mind. You really need to start focusing on just your game one at a time and you get yourself back in. Have that confidence that you can get back in it.
yeah, you certainly do. Yeah, so you've got on the left-hand table, you're going to have Colin Stables and Andy Bell. Should be a very good game.
I think Andy's just gone for a nervous piss.
And on the other table, you're going to have Hayden and Mark Selvey. Very, very similar queuing actions, Hayden and Mark.
Yeah,
So it should be a good game.
they're actually standing opposite to each other. Now they've come together. I think this will be a good game. I think Hayden started slow during the year, and I think he's just built up all year and hit finals now. He's really hit his stride. He's playing good pool. He's queuing so well. So yeah, I think this will be a great game because
Hayden, if Mark ties Hayden up here, Hayden usually struggles with one of those defensive type of games. Hayden likes the pot balls. So if Mark can tie him up, he should be able to get the frame back for the Sands. A big break by Andy Bell, but he's done the white.
that's unfortunate. Once again, you're giving the Panthers an easy first look at a table they're not meant to have. Oi! That's a black off the break. It's an end of game. No, it's a re-rack now, so that means nothing. That's just a re-rack. Back in the olden days, some would say you won that, some would say you lost it. I would say you buy someone a drink for it, at least.
Both colours are pretty good on the left-hand table. But he's elected with the reds.
Gee, Cole, that's not small.
It's more like think about it, Cole.
Think about it. Yeah, well, he needs to think about it. Absolutely.
Um,
He just needs to show a little bit of him. You know what I'm saying?
I probably would have elected with the yellows actually. They seem to link a bit better. If you don't land perfectly on these reds,
I think the two reds around the black are the biggest issue. Like, to be honest, one of them reds almost doesn't go in any pocket unless you're on the bottom rail to pot it in the middle. And I think it's... Sorry, people just arguing about the rules. The black ball was potted, so it's a re-rack and it's a new... Unfortunately, some of the players don't know the rules and they want to argue about it, but... Alright, we're back on.
and
So Hayden's-
dumped the white again.
So he's done it again. Hasn't learned the first time. He's probably hoping for the black win it again. Save his
I think
pants.
Mark's going to take the reds here. Reds definitely probably the ball. Other than the one that he's going to take first, they're all pretty much on. So
Cole just taking his time, making sure he's getting all this right.
that's a great starter by Mark, and he's left himself a perfect angle.
Colin's looking in a really good spot here.
Yeah, but that one he's looking at now, it's very tight, very very tight hitting the yellow post.
Yeah, look, he's only got to hit it enough to just pot the other red, and if he should have enough on him on the white just to get out of the vicinity of the yellow. There it is. So now it's a pretty simple, just cut it in over the bag, and to be honest, he's probably going to want to run this white ball probably about half the table, because he'd probably want to take the one in the corner first. Well, hang on, that one there.
Depends where he wants to put the.
Yeah,
Depends where he wants to put the black.
I really think it's either way. He could do it. It just depends on where he leaves this white here.
He's going to take the one in the middle here.
He's
Has to take the one in the middle.
unfortunately, yeah. Well, now he has to.
And-
He's snookered, but he's
now the
he's
black.
killed the black. He hasn't killed it, but he's made it super hard.
Because
Because
angle he leaves himself here, he can probably just screw along the bottom rail and leave himself a cut into the middle.
well, look, I think it goes to the top corner pocket if he gets to that. It does go into the middle, but the problem is with that, you've got so much
many
chance that the white's going to run behind a yellow as well. So it's just risky. He probably didn't want to knock the black around.
Marks has probably had a costly miss because he's actually knocked that yellow on the left hand side on now.
Oh, Cole's gone for probably the safety up the rail. I'm not sure if he was trying
I
to pot
actually
it.
think he tried to play it to the top corner there.
Yeah.
To give himself angle to drift over.
Yeah, but
But he's under hit that by 3 feet.
yeah. Well, Andy Bell's got the chance now, and Andy Bell's definitely someone you don't want to give too many chances to. So let's see what the painter can do here.
And
Yeah,
just
it's not a
cover
bad
it up
shot
here.
by Hayden. Wow, that's a great shot by Andy. Right behind his yellow. Almost no shot, no way to get past because of the black either to the corner pocket. So
Well, he's going to have to come off the right hand side here and try and hit that red at the top of the table.
it's a
That's
great hit.
shot by Mark.
Great hit by Mark.
And he's landed perfectly in the gap for that bottom ball.
So what's Cole thinking? He's going to go up the table and try and make him waste a shot. He's trying to hit his red. Oh, well, he's hit it.
Oh, and Mark's missed a pretty simple ball over the corner there.
Probably lucky he didn't pot it. He didn't leave himself anything.
I think if he potted it, he would have got up above that black anyway.
Andy, great shot. Probably didn't want it to drop.
Yeah, I don't think he was playing for it to drop.
Nah, not at all. But
But the yellows aren't that bad now.
you can definitely have a look at it. Someone his quality. You've got to think he's a chance.
He's going to screw straight back here, I think.
And you'd be thinking wrong. Oh, yeah, it's not too bad. Worried though.
He,
He's gonna
he
push.
likes to travel his white ball, Hayden.
Yeah, look, I think he was just trying to get the top of the table, but yeah, it's definitely risky. The more movement on the white, the more chance you've got of buggering it up, really. And he's
Last ball he needs to land on.
pretty confident here. He just needs to pop this and get around for the next one. And he's done enough.
He's already shown there's room for black in either corner anyway. Looks pretty fine, so the white will travel a little bit.
Yeah, it's a great shot. Again, it's one of them games where you just can't give him a shot. You know, Colin didn't give up the 2 shots, but you know, quality plays.
And Hayden just
Can't give him a shot. Wow. Yeah, that's.
drawn the ball.
I think now Mark might take his opportunity here. Is he looking to play the? He's just gonna try and play the other red over the other red and play the snooker, the white. That's fine. Oh, he's just touched it. Just touched it. Because he's hit it so fine, it hasn't even gone behind the other one. Well, attacked by the moth. So Hayden's really in a bit of a bind here. He's going to play the one at the top pocket first to try and get himself on all the other ones. That's a good shot, but he's run it straight into the corner pocket. That is so surprising. Good break by Ben, but again he's gone in off. Bit of a tail of the tape for tonight. It's constant. Smark's left himself a bit of an awkward red here. So, I think he might be trying to. That's a risky shot if he's trying to look for that middle pocket, because you've got to be careful of the white here. Oh yeah, he's gone to the top rail, top pocket. That's a great effort. Great effort. So
He's got angles, so he's going to be travelling up there. I think he'll check it up here.
look, to be honest, I think he might play it a safety behind the black here. Just a little bit of angle.
Looks like he is.
Yeah, and it's just going to push it up. Oh.
It's not that bad.
Yeah, I think he was going for the red, was going to push it back in towards the black, but that's still a hard shot. He's left him a shot at the yellows, but he's got the old Chinese snooker, so when you're queuing for your next ball, it's really high, and it really takes the accuracy away from what you're trying to do.
The good old Chinese snooker, which everyone usually tries to overhit.
Yeah, well, that's a great shot by Ben.
Be a very good game over there as well, Ben and Tom. Tom subbed in for Steve Hale, so. You'll see that the captains will sub out someone if they lose a frame.
So it's not like Super League where now Tom is in number 3 all the time. Once Tom is in, he's only in for that one round. and for him to play again, he needs to be subbed back in the next round. That's the only way it happens. Gee,
Great shot by
I
Mark.
think he's overrun the red a little bit, but I tell you what, that's a great effort.
I don't think it'll matter. That's pretty much a soft screw here.
Yeah.
Just get him just above the black. So
Oh, he's hit it real soft, and he
well,
hasn't.
he's snookered himself, and he's still got one.
That is definitely a risky shot there. Smark's going for the A-frame. Realistically, all he really needs to do is just hit this red here. That's a great shot. I don't think he's potted it, but no. Look, it opens the door up here for Hayden. It is a bit of a tricky out because you've got that. The first shot, he's going to be probably pushing the white to hold for the next shot.
I think you'd want to be on one of the top two yellows now, anyway.
Yeah, you would. Look, to be honest, if you pot this first one, you could probably even just play the snooker because it's a hard shot to play the white in an A-frame from like where that top left-hand ball is.
I think that's what he's looking at now.
Yeah. I think it's so he might be playing the furthest right yellow, push it the white the other side. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. He didn't even look at it. He just played the snooker straight away.
Yeah, well that's the shot. You know, like you want the A-frame. The A-frame from this side of the table is always the hardest. Always the hardest here. Oh. Gee, it's a risky shot by Mark here. I think the shot was to try and make sure the yellow was on the bottom rail, so he couldn't play it in above the red.
Ben's made a pretty good safety there against Tom. Definitely with so many dead reds on that right hand side.
Yeah, there is. So Hayden's got this opportunity here. They are all open. He just needs to do it.
It's pretty much just trying to land on that bottom ball, which is his hard one.
Yep. And then getting back for the black to either put it in one of the corners or back in that
He could probably
corner.
look at taking it now.
The bottom one.
Yeah, well, he's still got
See,
two
I
shots.
think that's still too risky.
Like, he's got a good angle, so he travels up. Probably look at taking now. Why you've still got two?
Nah.
The other two yellows.
I think I'd be the other way around. I think I'd be doing what he's done. I'd be playing the top of the table first and come back down to the black and the yellow together. I'm not sure why. It's just a thing of mine. I don't like to play up the table, then back down, then up the table. You try and start from furthest away from the black and move towards it.
See, the thing is, he has to land in a decent angle.
Well, you said before he's got the two shots. Does he now play that? Because he hasn't really left himself on the right shot for this yellow.
I'd definitely probably look at playing the bottom ball here. He's going to play the top ball, but
I think for me, I would want to play the top ball first, but it does look like I do feel like he's played and left himself in the wrong spot.
see.
That's a good shot. It's a good shot by Tom. You probably haven't.
Yeah, see, that's what I was saying. Take the bottom ball first, get it on a better angle. As long as he doesn't overhit this one, he's going to land pretty spot on.
Yeah, no, I definitely understood what you meant. I think he was forced to go that way because he didn't leave the white where he wanted it. But I think I would have always played the top, going back down to it. Gee, that's such a hard shot by Tom. So Hayden beats Mark 9-3. Jeez, that's a big lead. It's not a small lead, it's a big lead. So Ben's got the opportunity now to try and break this gap a little bit. And that's a great shot. Opens up his red away from that pocket. Now gives himself the chance to pot it.
We've got a pretty interesting game coming up on the right table with Keith Carter and Andy Bell as well. Probably two of the guys that put the most work on the white ball.
And probably the two more attacking players in these teams. It's a good shot by Ben, but he's very close to that middle. Oh. A lot of cheering. Yeah. So Tom, two shots,
yeah.
3 balls on the table he wants to pot. One at the top, one at the bottom, one in the middle. So this should be pretty simple for a player of his quality.
That much experience with Tom. I was very surprised he wasn't in the starting 5.
We played him a couple of weeks ago in the first semi-final, and they had the same lineup. They played Tom as a off-the-bench kind of gun. So they just brought him in when they needed to bring him in.
I don't think he's played as much as what he normally would this season as well.
It's probably because of his work. He does a lot of shift work with Alcoa, so.
Sands are going to have to fire up now.
Wow, 10-3. So Colin Stables, Mark Selvey will be the next on the left table. So here we go. Keithy's waiting. Andy's on his way. Andy wasn't on his way. He was sitting down, but he's now on his way.
And on the other table, we're going to have Colin Stables and
Mark Selvey.
Mark Selvey.
10-3. So, as far as I'm aware, Johnny Nixon had subbed himself in for Hayden. But I think he subbed himself in for Mark now. So let's just change that. I'm doing the pull stat for both teams. A few of the hit squad boys are hitting me up saying it could be an early night.
Just got a message.
They
Tom played a.
They know how good the Panthers are.
Yeah, just got a message. Tom played a full season in the city this season, so that's probably why he hasn't played much down here. So he's been playing first division in the city.
That's probably why he hasn't been playing much down here. So Johnny Nixon, the super sub as we call him at the moment, because definitely over this final series, but even in the last half of the season, he was subbing himself in and winning a lot of his games. He's been playing really smart, which is really good to see. So
yeah, these last few weeks, he's been outstanding.
Just want to give a shout out to Jeffrey the Man Carter, live streaming currently in Melbourne. He's probably partying with Fifey on the Brownlow, but that's all right.
He's
No.
his old man's playing pretty well here, so
Yeah, that's a good shot. It's a good shot by Johnny there.
yeah. Ever since Country Week, Johnny's just playing out of his skin. Like no one usually sees him play like that. So
A lot more practice than I think.
I don't think anyone believed he could actually play that well. So
Gee,
he
that's
actually put his finger out.
It's a good effort by Keithy here, but I just want to know if.
I think he's going to take the plant on. Takes the plant on here. If he hits it with decent speed, the other red comes back out for the same middle.
Yeah, I think it's just really risky. I don't know what. I just don't know if
But
it goes fast.
it is Keith. You never know what he's going to do.
Oh, see, that was always the worry. If you play the plant, you're just not sure where that other red's going to go all the time. Like, it might stop before the yellows, and might not have. You know, it's a difficult one. So what's the super sub up to over here?
Well, he's on yellows, so
Johnny wearing
Depending
his
on where
famous
he lands.
Newcastle shirt.
yeah, it depends on where he lands here.
Yeah, he got past that all right.
I reckon he'll probably take the one in the middle and knock that middle ball out a bit. Here goes Andy Bell, one of the most attacking players. I didn't think the frame would last too long with Andy and Keith.
No, not at all. Oh, Johnny moving a little bit on his shot there, but still pots it.
That's just a shake. Johnny Nixon shake.
He had a bit of forward movement, so I wasn't sure what the outcome could be. Well, Andy's not too happy with having to wait. Good team shirts by the Sands Blue this year. You know, it's it's all colour coordinated to nothing. So it's always nice to see.
Yeah, the thing is, with the Sands this year, they picked up half the Mozzies, which are one of the stronger sides. So that's helped them as well.
That came second last year, I might add.
But they were still one of the stronger sides. Like previous years, they'd won it.
Mhm.
So it was actually good to see the side strengthen up.
Gee, big miss by Andy, but he did play pretty all right for the snooker. But geez, I didn't think he was going to miss that particular shot. So Andy's on again here.
Andy you'll want to land low on that one below the bottom red, just to try and cannon.
If he does cannon that, he'll pot that in the middle pocket. Oh, he's just gone around it. Oh, gee,
Yeah,
I almost think he's.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just doubles this up to the middle.
Wouldn't be surprised if he puts a bit of work on it. Cuts it and puts it in the middle corner pocket. He's going to play the safety here. That's a good shot.
It's a great safety.
So Keith here just needs to hit one of his reds or give Andy nothing, because again, it's one of them players that if you give him the littlest bit, he will destroy you. So looks like I think he's going to go for the A-frame here and just try and hit his red. He's just clipped it. Yeah, it's not a bad shot there. He's left a difficult shot. Knowing Andy, he'll probably play to the top corner pocket.
And screw back down, knowing Andy. It's a good shot by Colin though. It hasn't left Johnny anything on the other table.
Boom. Oh, there you
It's a
go. He's left
great
that
safety.
safety again. Keith is just wondering what he's going to do, asking the question. There we go. So
He's going to lay up
this
here.
is the shot that if you're gonna definitely leave him the foul, you need to give him nothing.
I think it helps with Andy having that ball up the top.
Apparently, Mr. Jeffrey Carter in Melbourne's having a bit of problems with his streaming. Maybe just get good, mate. That's all I have to say about that.
If
So-
the sound goes off, sometimes we're muting it anyway.
Yeah.
Have a drink or a cough or something.
That's a good shot by Andy, trying to waste one just to get into a better spot, but he's probably just overrun it a little bit.
I don't think it's still that bad. He's got that red covered up down the bottom.
Yeah. Johnny Nixon again, just killing one of
He'll
Cole's
run off
reds.
this ball and try and sneak him behind it. So.
Yeah. That's a good shot.
The game on the left-hand table is pretty much back and forward at the moment.
I think Collins may be looking at what he can do with this one on the corner on this rail. He's probably looking to double it.
I wouldn't be surprised if he just chips off and tries to lay the snooker behind it.
That's a great shot by Keithy Carter. And he acknowledges it. He knows that's a great shot. So Cole's gone to trying to cut it in the middle, or at least leave it over the bag.
I don't know if
Risky.
this yellow goes past those two reds into the middle. For John Nixon on the left.
Yep.
If it does, he'll just roll through and play the yellow into the corner pocket.
Yeah.
Looks pretty tight.
It does look tight. It's a good shot by Andy. He's put his balls down back to the bottom of the table where all the balls are.
Keith's going to have to get a bit of luck here.
That's what I'm saying. He's kind of left him a shot where he's saying either you pot your corner ball, or now you have to hit your red and knock all my yellows open. You know what I mean?
So the yellow
It's a
did go in the
difficult
middle
shot.
on the other table, but he's not the yellow down to the bottom rail.
Just cut it across. It's a great effort.
That's not too bad. It's making Colin have a go here.
Yeah, see. Andy really wanted him to pot that corner pocket, and he just didn't want to. So just said, hey, you take this, I don't need it.
If the plan's not going into the red, he'll probably play it. He'll probably just try and open him up here with his first shot.
It's a bit risky because Keith's holding all the cards when it comes to that corner pocket, so I wouldn't
Actually, not a bad lead from Keith though.
I wouldn't want to be opening too much up at the moment.
Yeah, it's Andy being attacking player though. Yeah, so I didn't like that shot.
Yeah, just put the white at the top of the table. Yeah, it's a good shot.
On the other table, Cole's on the reds. He should pot these out pretty easily. They're all out in the open.
Definitely potable for his standards. This should be the game for him. He just needs to do it. He needs to just.
This other frame will go back and forward for a bit.
Now, if he can knock this red towards the corner, that's a huge win for him.
But he's missed it.
It's not too bad. He's still opened up his red.
I wouldn't be surprised if Andy takes the double on here to the middle and sends the white into those yellows.
Again, I think it's a risky shot. If you miss that double, say it hits one of them corners, it could end up dead. You got to be careful how you play this. If you're going to play the double, you need to absolutely nail it. Boom, like that. Great shot.
And I think that top yellow goes into the middle. All he has to do
And
is
that should-
soft screw back.
and that should just, well, I'd probably play forward and like open up the balls. Colin
Just
given.
doesn't want to overhit it here.
Nah, that's a great shot.
Great shot.
It's a great shot.
One more bit good positional shot and it's frame over.
Just a little bit back here.
Colin's running a bit out of position.
Oh, that's risky. I would have just played a little bit of back. Too risky getting in the way,
Yeah,
like getting that red in the way.
Plays a bit of a swerve here now.
Oh,
Oh,
Cole's just gone for the safety, which I'm surprised that it was on.
and he's playing a bit of a swerve.
Really surprised he did that. I thought he could have played the one in the middle. The white would have went to the top of the table. And then he could have just pot the black in the corner pocket, but he's gone for the safety. And he's still got one shot left. And it's a great shot. Johnny Nixon's not going to make the distance.
No, he played a professional foul there. Actually played the red. He tried to play it onto the black. Set.
Quality frame by Andy Bell there.
Already got.
So, sorted it. So Cole has two here. The question is, how's he going to play this?
Looks like he covered up the first shot, didn't he? The thing is, the plant's not on. So if Colin leaves him any shot, he's going to get that red out of there.
Going for the safety. So the shot here would be, he needs to roll up with the yellow. He needs to hit the rail first and knock the red dead, and leave the yellow over the rail and leave the white close to it. That's a different way of doing it, but
I don't think it's that bad though, because I don't think he's on the one on the other end.
yeah. For me, I would have tried to leave the red close to the hole on this side. Yeah.
Other table we got Hayden and Cooker. Hayden has broken draw.
And I think
That's not a bad shot from Cole there.
nah,
Definitely not small.
he put himself in that position when he played the other shot. He really needed to own the pocket. He needed to get the red onto the bottom rail and kill it and leave his yellow open. And he would have left the white ball behind the black, so Colin would have had to play the bottom rail first. And it's a hard shot if you're trying to cut a ball along that bottom rail. Really hard. But let's see what he can do here. So Cole's used his first. He's probably going to snooker again. Oh. So Cole's gone for the safety again here.
Cooker's doing his things on yellows at the moment.
And look, he's probably, his one and only ball I reckon he's going to have trouble with is the one he's just playing next to now. He really needs to be able to get on one side of it to pot it in the corner.
Ooh.
And that's not going to help.
He's probably got lucky there where the whites landed after fouling.
Yeah, he's very lucky there.
It's not a bad shot by Johnny Nixon there.
Yeah, and that's it. If you're gonna make sure that you're gonna give two shots in this game against these guys, you need to make sure they're gonna waste the first, because
Colin's only got one here.
That's a awesome shot there.
All about pace here for Colin. I reckon he's going to run up the top, try and cover that pocket.
Nah, he's going for the snooker. Yeah, and that's Cole's bread and butter all day. Like I said, he can pot. He will always choose not to pot. He will
I wouldn't
play
have played for the pot. Probably would have played for the coverage.
He'll play for the smarter shot first and try and get that 2 shot so he's got a safety to go out if he needs it. That's Cole's bread and butter all day. Oh, Hayden just a little off. Waste these
Missed
third.
it by
Oh,
half
this
a
might
foot.
all. This is close. Oh,
Missed that by half, but he's got lucky where it's landed.
that's the Colin special. You got Colin on your team. You have that kind of special abilities to do stuff like that.
I heard it's been Steve Hale lately.
Yeah, well, it doesn't matter who it is. If Colin's on the team, that's what you get. That's a
not a
good
bad
shot
shot.
by Johnny. At least he's hit it.
It's all about where Colin lands here now. That angle, it looks like close to an in off into the corner.
Yeah, going for the safety again. Bit of a shout out to Kyle Van Zon over in Melbourne. He's loving the work by Andy. That's always good to see.
From some of the messages, it looks like there's a lot of our Blue supporters out there.
Well, I think Aussies love a good underdog, so at the moment, Sands Blue couldn't be any further from the champion team at the moment. They are definitely the underdogs.
I think Johnny Nixon might find himself in snooker here.
Hayden is still playing so well at the moment. He's really taking it up to everyone he's playing, making it hard to beat him. That's a good shot again. So again, Johnny Nixon, he just needs to hit his ball here because there's not a lot else he can do. I really hope he's not trying to the spin off the top rail.
No, I think he's actually on it. Oh, no, he is trying to spin off.
Oh, played it better than I thought. But it's unlucky. He's left everyone open.
I think that's should be frame over. Hayden's got just an easy roll in pretty much here. I think I'm surprised he's going this way.
That's a good shot.
Yeah, I thought he might go the other way though.
I think it's when you've got a ball that's over a pocket and you've got one right behind it. You try and get away from the mess. The more balls that are around your balls, the more cluttered it can become. You know, you're trying to get out for the black, you might clip it, push it.
Yeah, pretty much whatever he was comfortable with, really.
Yeah, that's a great shot. It's probably over.
Yeah, definitely overdone it, yeah.
To be honest, I thought he was just going to play it off the rail and just put it back in the middle of the pocket. But he's kind of rounded up the rail a bit. Just got time there.
Yeah, I've seen these missed before. Definitely under pressure of a grand final.
Oh, risky from Colin, trying to use the yellow.
Very risky.
If he hit that a little bit thinner, he could have ended up right behind it. Colin with the gazelle stance.
I don't know, Hayden doesn't look comfortable here.
Yes, Colin!
Oh, a bit of movement.
Yes, come on, Panthers!
Wow, 12-4. That is a huge lead.
Yeah.
And 2 away from the win.
I don't think a lot of us saw this coming.
Well, look, I suppose that's just really unfortunate the way it's all panned out. It's always a better night when it's a close night. I definitely know when the Hit Squad boys, we played the Panthers, we were a little bit monstered at the start of the night, but we came back and we played well against the Blue last week. Final score there was 14-11, but going into the last round it was 9-all, 10-9, so... yeah, look, I was really hoping it was going to be a bit more of a closer game here.
This should be a very good game on the left-hand table here with Darren Morris and Jeremy.
Yep.
But the way Jeremy's playing, I'd probably pick him at the moment, the way he's securing the ball. Other table we got Keithy Carter and Mark Selby.
Selby, yep.
And they're just waiting on the adjudicator.
I'm proud to announce I'm pretty sure this year Paul is putting up as the first place prize packet of extra and some fizzy drinks, probably lift. So that's going to be a good addition to the winners table this week. You know.
Yeah. Well, we've got some time as well. We'll thank Shane Green and Michelle Green as well, hosting games every week at Mandarin-Door.
Yeah.
Just the work they do behind the scenes is remarkable, keeping the tables in good conditions.
Yeah, this is a quality venue. We have players and teams playing out of here every week, and they do a great job to cater for all the pool players, and great prices on the bar and great atmosphere, aircon and heater when you need it, sausage sizzle every night. You know what can't really go wrong here. So. I know Greeny's a West Coast Eagles supporter, but I'll give him a pass on that one for now.
He's actually a Fremantle supporter.
Oh, he always tells me about how good the West Coast Eagles are.
But he's more of a rugby thing than anything. So.
Yeah, well, he's a South Sydney Rabbitohs. I'm a Melbourne Storm, so again, you know, he's picked the wrong team, but that's all right. I digress.
That's a massive break by Keithy Carter here.
Jeez, yeah, that is a big break, but he's left the white on the top of the table, but...
Yeah, there's no real easy startable.
He's definitely got his chance to pick what he wants to do, but I dare say the first shot will be a safety somewhere.
The game with Jeremy and Darren is looks like they're just going to tie each other up at the moment. So
yeah, I'm not surprised. They're both quality players and can definitely pot, but when the opportunity is there, I think they both play the strategy side of things and don't give away the frame too easily. So
I wouldn't be surprised if Mark has a go here, punches this one in off the yellow in the middle, and then they're all pretty much there.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for his sake, that lowest red, let's hope it goes into the corner pocket because everything else is definitely on. Yeah, it's a great shot.
It'll probably play into the middle.
And I can tell you it does because I can see it from where I'm sitting.
It's a great shot by Mark. Anyway, he's killed a yellow and opened up his balls. So
it's a good shot. He's probably going to take that shot now while he's got the opportunity to.
Thing is, I don't think he won't want to leave the plant till last if he's going to take it as a plant.
Well, that's the I don't know if he would want it. It is a simple plant, but I'm not sure if he'd want the plant. He might. That's a good shot.
I think he is looking at it as the plant. Yeah, definitely looking at it as a plant.
It does look kind of straight. I think if he just plays this in real soft, maybe tries to get it to say where the red is. Not too much movement by the white. Oh, there we go. He's going to change it up and go straight up to the corner pocket. This is a huge shot.
Yeah, mustn't have been straight on.
Oof. Tell you what, if he had potted that was the end of that was winning shot there.
I think he just overhit it there. He didn't have to hit it that hard.
No, and I think
these pockets are pretty forgiving if you just roll them in pretty much.
And let's be honest, I think everyone is a little bit guilty of that. They're playing a shot like that, they try and give it a little bit, try and punch it in. It's not always what it needs. I think that's probably the one thing I've learnt the most in playing against quality players every week is, you know.
Looks like Keithy tried to lay up there. I didn't think he would do that. Yeah, being such an attacking player that he is.
I think Keith's really changed his game a little bit over the last couple of years where I know he's been... that's an amazing A-frame from Jeremy. Back to Keithy. I think he's been working a lot. I know especially last year he was working a lot with Sonny Lister. You know, and I know still him and Sonny are friends. And
these Jeremy's opened up that frame on the left-hand table. Yeah. Lands perfectly here. He's going out.
Gee, it's a great effort. It's not going to drop, but gee, it's a tough shot.
Keithy will definitely have a go, yeah.
Well, I think he's in the last couple of years he's changed his game a little bit. Yes, he's a great potter. And he can pot out when he has that opportunity. But I really think he's smart enough to know now when he can and can't do it.
Ever since he went to Nationals,
Yeah,
his game changed a lot.
yeah, and I'm sure he would say, all the pool he played with Sonny up in Perth, or
Yeah, I think it's definitely like a Sonny Lister, Alan Brown influence.
absolutely. But he's taken his game to a whole new level from that point on. So
Come on! Come on!
Yeah, Mark doesn't really look himself tonight.
it's probably because they're 12-4 down.
Yeah, but even from his first frame,
Hey! Come on!
pretty simple black here for Jeremy into the middle.
Jeremy just showing a little bit of skin while he's playing this black, and
That puts the Panthers on the hill.
13-4. That was an unbelievable game there by Jeremy. It was definitely up. Yep. Just doing a score check there with Michelle. She's just going to change it up. 13-4.
Just to let everyone know here.
So, if Keith wins this, the start of the fourth round, that's the end of the night. But the next game now is going to be Colin and Cooker. Colin and John. Cooker's been. So Keith really, knowing Keith, he would want this win, and he'd want it before the game finishes next door. He'd want his game to be the one that wins it for him.
Definitely.
Probably just walk over to Colin and say, "Take your time, mate. Take your time."
He won't. If he gets that, he won't be working tomorrow.
Oh, it's a great shot. At least you've hit it. That's a lie. Mange Remove It is always on. All right. If you've got things booked with Mange Remove It, he's be there. So don't you worry about that.
No matter what conditions he's in.
Oh, mate, he'll be there. Mange Remove It. He's on the ball. All right. If it's not Keithy there tomorrow, it'll be someone else.
It's a great.
But I 100% reckon Keithy will be there tomorrow. It's a great shot there by Mark. He's got the opportunity here to try and steal the frame. He needs to really move this white now because he has to.
See if I can get some Div 2 scores while we're here.
It's a great shot by Mark. Probably just cut this in over the middle and use the white just to run back.
Yeah, this will be his snooker background for sure with his white ball control.
Yeah, nice and easy.
Probably gone a bit farther than what he wanted.
Honestly, I thought he was going to hit it harder because the white was always going to come back up towards that pocket. Do the Sands Blue live to see another day?
Well, you got the Sands Black in the Div 2 plate final as well, and they're up 8-7.
That's a great shot.
It's a great shot.
Look at that.
That's the Mark Selby.
Call the blue, as they would say. Oh, Westy, pipe down. No one likes the Eagles, mate. All right, just pass, pipe. All right, move it on. Bit of puff, and pass it on by Willie. Hey.
We got Darren and Hayden coming up.
Always. Mr. Chris Smith coming in to say hello.
Looking like a hobo like he has been lately.
Let's be honest, if he was in nice clothes, we'd probably think he'd stole them, so it does make sense. He looks like a hobo tonight.
Definitely with his white beard.
He looks like Santa Claus's off cousin. But that's okay. We digress. So Cole here, he's got the opportunity to have the winning frame, so does Hayden.
He's got a lot of work to do on the yellows though.
Yeah, look, there's a lot of work to do on these yellows, but I tell you what, Cole would fancy himself if he thought if he could go out.
I don't think he.
No, I don't think he could either. But I'm not sure how he's going to play a safety here.
Yeah. I don't think there is an easy safety here.
No, probably not. Oh, geez, Hayden. That's a huge break, Hayden. That's not small. That's not small at all. So Cole going to bottom pocket here. It looks like he's just probably going to try and lay it up. No, he went for the pot.
We'll give a shout out to Ed Campbell in England as well, watching us. Sending a message saying great commentary.
Ed Campbell, mate. If you were in Australia, we'd call you Soupy. You know, like Campbell's soup. So big shout out to Soupy in England. Thanks for watching, mate. Colin looks like he's on the attack here. He wants this win. He wants it hard.
I think he's blocked that red.
Yeah, he has, from what I can see here. There we go. Darren Morris, he's keen. I'll get out the way, Santa. Jesus. Chrissy Smith just getting in the way, like always.
We'll give a quick shout out to all the ones volunteering for adjudicating someone as well. So, giving up their time.
Well, I think that's Michelle, but I can't see her. She's in camouflage.
We got Michelle and Keithy Bartlett doing the Div 1 games. Good to see Keithy come down. He hasn't played for a couple of seasons, so.
Surprised it's I'm surprised Keithy Bartlett was allowed to adjudicate. That's Keith Carter's brother-in-law, but you know.
He's always one-sided though.
Nah, Keithy Bartlett's a fair man, so there's no issue there.
Even though he's a Dockers supporter, but.
Hey, you leave them alone, buddy. He's doing all right. Darren Morris, he did not like that. Run it too far. Tell you what, he wants this punt. He wants this win. He's not going to give up without a fight.
Definitely not a very good lead.
It's a great shot, but he's killed up one of Hayden's reds.
Yeah, he wasn't happy with that when he walked off though.
No, as you wouldn't be. He was playing for the out there, I think. So
I think he thought that yellow went past.
yeah, well, look, worst case scenario, even if it didn't go past you, you'd always just play to put it in the pocket and let Hayden do the rest because
He's got a lot of work to do on these yellows. A lot of work.
I don't know. I just get the feeling Cole wants to win this. He's not really playing any strategy here. He's just, I'm going to look it, I'm going to see it, I'm going to play it. So he's not trying to cover pockets here at the moment. He's just, I'm going to try and win. It's a good shot by Darren.
It must have been a touching ball for Hayden because he didn't hit a cushion after he hit a red.
Yeah, correct. Colin again going for the pot. Not sure what he's got left here. Not sure if this white sneaks past. It's not a bad effort from Hayden.
Yeah, I think he's trying to cover the black up.
He's killed the black, which is not a bad effort. It's a great shot there. That's a great shot. Oh wow, he's had a crack.
Oh,
Great
effort.
He is not dying wondering at the moment. He wants this win.
Yeah, I've never seen Colin attack this much. I think it allows him with it when they're 8 frames up.
To be honest, obviously they're 8 frames up, but I think he's doing the whole. I've played Nixon. I've beat him. I think I can beat him again. I think hope he's not underestimating Johnny Nixon, because I'll tell you what, he's in good form, Johnny.
There is that personal thing with when Colin used to play with his hands.
Correct.
As well.
Oh, jeez. He's had a good effort there to try and cover that pocket, but he hasn't covered it at all. And to be honest, I think even if he did cover it, Colin probably would play
I think he's going to play the reverse.
The reverse, yeah. Well, that's the shot he would play, and then he's probably going to leave the hole for the black.
But if he misses the reverse double, it's all there for Johnny.
Just has to touch this black off the ball. Didn't quite get there. He's gone for the double. What a great shot.
That's how frozen this black is as well.
Oof. He's had a crack. Again, he's not done wondering. Doesn't look overly happy. So Cole for the
It's
reverse double.
Now.
So Mr. Johnny Nixon, what can he do?
It's a great shot by Hayden.
Yeah, again, it's just the safety. You know, there's no point trying to pot all your balls or, you know.
It's stop the one cushion out, escape as well, pretty much with the two on the sides.
It's one of the things. If you're gonna, again, you've got the opportunity. You try and get your 2 shots. You definitely want that, the safety of 2 shots instead of 1. So Johnny's very shaking his head. Didn't really like that.
Yeah, look where he's landed. That's probably why.
To be honest, he should just. Oh wow, Darren's had a crack there.
And he's got a result.
Well, that's good. Gee, that's a good shot, Johnny Nixon.
He's got a natural angle here to go down the bottom.
Yeah,
for the
absolutely.
bottom
Just
well.
don't hit this too hard. Just cut this in the middle. Oh wow. He's overcut the. Sorry, he overplayed the wide anyway, but still.
All about position here for Colin.
Oh no. Wow.
And it looks like a foul snooker to me.
It does look like a foul snooker. If he's. Yep, he's called it. Michelle's called it. Johnny's taking ball in hand. Wow. That's a huge change in there. Johnny has. Wow.
That's a great effort.
Darren Morris on the other table. Off 3 rails. Johnny Nixon. Well, 13-6.
Won't die wondering here.
No, not at all. Look, there is only one more frame left in this game. If the Panthers can win one more, then that's it. But you never give up when you're playing against anyone. You never just fold over because you've got 1 game left. So I don't see the Sands Blue doing that, not whatsoever. Bit of Q in the way. No, just chalk it up for Darren.
Yeah. All about position here for Hayden. It's a good shot.
Gee, he's landed right in the middle of the 2. It's probably not what he wanted.
So far. He's probably going to take the top ball here.
Nah, I would be taking the bottom. That's me. Again, everyone's different. You might see it one way, I'll see it the other. Hayden might not see it at all. He might go to the one in the corner.
Yeah, the top ball.
It's a good shot.
Yeah.
He's got it back where he wants it. He's basically left it at the same shot that he originally had with the bottom ball. So, but he has got the opportunity now. He can just screw back a little bit and gives him a better shot. So. It's a good shot.
Angle.
That's a good shot. A little bit of
He's got the whole table
Probably-
laid in here pretty much.
probably a bit of top right. Just send it back up the top of the table. And for the win.
Yeah, well done up here, Panthers. Definitely the best team throughout the season.
Well, that was a great games by the Panthers. They definitely played really well. They deserved the win. They've been the best team all year. As a fellow player that plays in this, I was really hoping there could have been an upset because you always want the underdogs to win. But to be fair, the Panthers have been the best all year, and they deserved it. And when it counted in the finals, they came through. So, well done to the Peel Panthers.
That'll be us signing out. Just going to end the stream now.
See you guys.